Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I am super glad that you have found this video today, and definitely hope that the messages coming through resonate or assist or uplift you in some way, guys. Welcome to the space. For all of my subscribers, old and new, I want to give a big shout out and thanks for your assistance in tapping in, tuning in, and helping us to grow the channel. We are still growing, so thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. And definitely to those of you who are visiting the channel for the first time, my name is Ora-gen. I am an energy reader. I do not need the use of cards or devices to read the energy, but I definitely enjoy utilizing these tools to tap into the messages for the collectives. So guys, today's date is Sunday, December 29 of 2024. So those numbers are 12, 29 of 24. Those numbers may hold some significance for you. Maybe you're seeing 1, 2, 2, 9, or maybe a combination of 2s and 9s, maybe 12, 24. Definitely, if you've noticed any numbers like these popping up in the space around you, or maybe just think like, I don't know, numbers that you've been seeing, definitely take a moment and look up the meaning of those numbers online so you can see what that might mean for you or what those numbers designate in regard to your energies. Okay, guys, so let's go on ahead and jump into today's message. So for today's message on 12/29 of 24, we have something here about a nosy neighbor that's either trying to stop something or see something before it happens to stop it. Is some sort of meddling here with a neighbor. Has somebody in the collective been noticing maybe some strange behavior out of a neighbor, or maybe people who might live in your community walking past your home, or something strange going on here? For whomever resonates with today's energy, you've definitely picked up on some sort of intuitive hit about this, but maybe today's message will serve as a confirmation for you if this energy resonates. And if not, definitely grab your tea, coffee, water, just chill out with me for a moment and hang out for the story. And maybe there'll be some tidbits in here as we pull cards and kind of go into the energy that helps to encourage you with something that you are dealing with. Okay, guys, so this particular download really centered around a monitoring energy. And in this case, it took the form of a neighbor in your community. So someone was watching the comings and goings. In the download, I noticed that the viewer had like 2 vehicles, something that looked like a Corvette or a Camaro, and maybe a second car that was like a Chevy, like a SUV or something like that. And this neighbor was kind of watching you move your cars around or something having to do with your vehicles. And they actually approached the viewer and started asking specific questions and talking with the viewer. Now, I didn't pick up in the download that the viewer was shocked or put off by this because they're assuming it's just a neighbor. But there's something here with the energy of this particular neighbor that is off. And that's really what I was picking up on. Also very interesting, guys, the Scooby-Doo song was coming in. Something here about not stopping until the mystery is solved. So I don't know if this is this monitoring energy. Maybe there's like a strong desire to understand something about how you do what you do, or some aspects of your life, why they're the way they are, or more about you in general for some reason. And I really got a strong intuitive hit from this, that there was something that they maybe believed, like a core belief or a root belief they have about you, that they might be trying to confirm or see if this is true or not. And so they're asking questions about your personal business and things, but they're doing it in a very nonchalant way. So this neighbor was also suggesting that the viewer deal with certain people, places, things, energies, and generally nosy about what the viewer had going on. So this is kind of like a sign of caution that, if someone that you don't really know well is asking a lot of excessive questions, and I don't mean like, how was your day? Oh, it's nice to meet you. How long have you been living here? Even that you might want to be careful about it. But, that's something that maybe they could observe with their own two eyes, like when you moved in. There's something here in the energy about being careful about how much information you give nosy monitoring energies. Really, you should be giving them zero information, because there's always a reason why a monitoring energy or a monitoring spirit is hanging out. It's usually to try to impact something, to undo something, to shift or change something, or their curiosity is stemming from a place that is not what they are presenting it to be. There's some kind of weird intention here. So there's a caution in here about engaging with suggested people, places, and things that this nosy neighbor is recommending you deal with. I saw specifically in the download that they wanted you to interact with a specific person. And you don't know this person, but for some reason they felt strongly that the two of you would get along well or enjoy being in space with each other. And it doesn't mean that that couldn't be the case, but definitely always keep your intuitive, energies turned on. Stay tuned in and tapped in. No matter what recommendations you get about a person, place, or thing, you really need to be the one to feel that out for yourself, to make sure it's in alignment with who you are and the work that you're doing. I actually have my Starseed and my location state, energy deck here today. So we'll pull a little bit from there to see if we can get a little more exact about confirming where the energy is coming from today. I also noted that this neighbor was asking questions about when you're traveling, like when you're not going to be around your home. Never, ever answer questions like that to a nosy energy that you do not know well. Definitely in this day and age, there are really practical reasons for that, especially when we think about home invasion, robbery, and things like this. And definitely this is not to make anyone paranoid or to state that this neighbor is trying to rob you or harm you. I did not pick that up. It was a nosy energy. It's like they are trying to understand something, a thought that they already have in their mind about you collectives. The question is, why? What activated this monitoring energy? And that's what we're going to look into. So the general interpretation is that this is a warning for someone or for energies in the collectives, that an energy close by has been monitoring their whereabouts and what's happening around their home and life. And for those of you who really resonate with today's energy, you may have been feeling watched. Okay, so really key in on that energy if this resonates. I was very curious about why this energy was monitoring the viewer. And it was also a warning not to share information with this energy once they are revealed. So that's the other part of this download. It's like whomever resonates with today's energy, it's like you have an awareness or an intuitive hit that somebody has been kind of watching you, but you're not sure where it's coming from. It's this neighbor. It's the person you don't suspect. It's the neighbor. Once again, not to create a situation where we go around accusing our neighbors of spying on us. Please be responsible with tarot and oracle messages. If nothing like this has been coming up for you, then to just grab the energy and say, oh, maybe that's happening for me. That's not what I'm saying. this is for someone who already had a strong intuitive hit that this was going on. You're getting confirmation there is something going on with this neighbor. So with that being said, let's go on ahead. I want to jump right into this location deck, location and starseed deck. There's some starseed origins mixed in here. So I'll read the general overall description of the starseed, just to indicate that, you know, you might be of this origin. But I'm not going to go deep into that today because that's not what the reading is about. It's really about understanding like who this energy is associated with and what might be going on with this neighbor. So first, Spirit, I will take reversals today. If anything shows up in reverse, I'll take it as such. We have Alpha Fornation. Alpha Fornations. Let me see if I can look here and see what this is. I don't think I've ever seen this particular card before. Alpha Fornations. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I see Alpha Kalian or Alpha Salian, I'm not sure. Oh, Alpha Fornations. These souls come from a place of incarnation that exists as an emotional world where souls have emotional beliefs instead of physical bodies. Wow. They specialize in bringing emotional intelligence, empathy, compassion, and self-awareness to our world. Okay, you guys have a starseed origin, whomever resonates with this, and this might be for part of the collective that resonates. If this message feels connected for you, but you don't feel connected with the starseed origin, that's okay. Just let it go. But for some of you, a select group of you have starseed origin that is Alpha Fornacian, and you guys are light workers that are here to work with compassion, empathy, and self-awareness. That's amazing. No wonder. Maybe you're just very unique in the way that you move and operate. And, you know, maybe you draw attention from certain, you know, karmic or lower vibrational energies that don't understand why you're the way you are. Okay, like a Hyoka empath, a highly empathic energy that is walking the earth at this time. That's interesting. You might live in California. I'm having California come out here. Or something about California having to do with this particular download. Any other information? Something here about Maui. You know, we might have light workers here from Maui in California that resonate with today's energy. Or you might be a person that has a vacation home or likes to vacation in Maui. Interesting. What else do we have about this energy, Spirit, that the collective needs to know? Please and thank you. Oh, this one wanted to flip. Nihal. Nihal is another starseed origin. Let's see. Something about highly progressive and modern souls. Oh, indigo children. Indigo or crystal children. Yep. Bringers of change, and they incarnate at times when there's a lot of change in the pipeline societally. This is definitely that timeline. Spiritually or technologically, they're here to teach us how to do things differently. Yeah, you're different. It's just like what I said. You might have both of these particular starseed origins, or it could be that Nihal is popping out because this is a general overall grouping. So that's talking about the crystal children and the indigo children who were born, I believe, from the time period around like the baby boomers forward. That's when we started to see some major shifts in our world. You know, different movements that came through that were meant to take us in a different direction as a society, as, you know, human beings and as a society all over the globe. So definitely you're, you know, more of an out-the-box thinker. And I don't know if this neighbor is an older neighbor, maybe that doesn't get the way you are, or if you're a younger person, or, you know, you could be somebody who's the age range of a baby boomer. I don't know. But definitely something about an innovative way that you look at things, because the Nihal are bringers of change, and that's why they're born or incarnate during these time periods. Any other messages here about the origins of this energy and, you know, the collectives that's involved? I see Egypt coming out. Somebody might have some sort of Egyptian heritage, ancestry. Okay, that might be a place that you like to travel as well, or you might be from the region of Egypt. Anything else here for the collective spirit? Very interesting. I love looking into the Starseed origins. I'll probably do another Starseed reading here soon. Let's see. Anything else coming up? It's not looking like it, guys. Kind of the energy from the deck got quiet. Let's give it a little shuffle. All right. Are you guys getting excited? We're getting close to 2025. How are you guys feeling about the change over the year? Are you feeling excited and hopeful? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling dread? What are you feeling like? Oh, wow. We had a bunch of energy pop out. Madhava, Krishna, Vishnu, Lord energy. Okay, so somebody might be like a practicing like bhakti yogi. Somebody might be very geared towards or oriented towards spiritual practices that originate in India. Somebody might be more like just focused on connecting with Lord and with source energy. Somebody might be from India or presently there. We have the Mintankins, who are Orion starseeds, the blueprint translators and blueprint deliverers. Wow. So we have Orion in the house and the blueprinters. And the blueprinters have to do with the setup of things. This is really interesting. And then others of you are from the Orion starseed system. So this is really interesting energy that's coming out today. I think that's it for this deck. We're going to just put this off to the side. Perfect. Let's see what else we have here. I'm going to pull, I think I'm going to pull from the What's the Vibe deck. I wasn't going to, but now that I'm getting into the reading, I think it's important we get the idea of just like the general energy here. Like, what's the vibe, spirit, with this? Because this is really strange energy with this neighbor. So we know a little bit about potentially you collectives, but we want to know a little bit more about this neighbor and what's going on here with them. Just monitoring. Why are they doing that, spirit? What's the vibe on that? Messages for the collectives, please. What's the vibe on this neighbor? And I have my yes-no deck with me today, so we can definitely ask some specific yes-no questions. I'm kind of generating those as I go through the reading. Messages for the collectives. Messages for the collectives. Haha. Somebody you blocked or that you've moved on from? Somebody in isolation? Somebody's isolated from you because you blocked or moved on from them? Oh. Did you have some sort of issue with this neighbor at some point? We have feminine energy in reverse. Somebody who is not gentle and nurturing. Somebody's kind of like a jerk. It's a feminine energy that you blocked, and so they're in isolation. They did something to cause this, because right here on the card it says self-inflicted. Why are they monitoring though? Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature. Did they see you enjoying your life? Clearly. You're not overall bothered by this person, but They're still coming around for some reason. I don't know why they feel like they need to do that. Yeah, they have a longing to talk to you. Some kind of... So this is somebody that for some reason you were uncomfortable with something they did. You blocked them. It put them in isolation from you. So you rejected them. You left them alone. This was self-inflicted. It's a reverse feminine energy. So keep in mind, this could be a woman or this could be a individual who primarily like engages with their feminine energy, that side of themselves. So it's not always indicative of gender. But whatever the case is, they want you to, wow, they want you to take some time out. They want you to slow down because they want to talk with you. So this might be Spirit just really confirming what was coming through in the download, which is that this neighbor either has approached you or is going to approach you. I did see in the download that they walked right up to you and started asking you questions, and you were just kind of nonchalant. You weren't really giving them information, but there was an energy of confusion as to like why, or curiosity, more so the confusion. Curiosity about why this energy would be asking you all these questions. You didn't really get it. But for some reason, they want to talk. They want a reunion. Let's see what just dropped here. Other energies, please, for the collectives. Other energies for the collectives. Okay. Oh, that's because you're established. Okay, collectives. You are doing well for yourself. You're settled. You're secure. You might even be wealthy. And here's the car I saw in the download right here on this card. The established card has something, looks like a Porsche or a Corvette or something. You're holding a key fob on the card to a nice vehicle. I saw two. One looked like a sports car, like a two-seater, and the other one looked like an SUV or a truck. Stagnant is in reverse. Yeah, you're not stuck. There's no dead end. Nothing's frozen. I'm wondering if this neighbor saw you kind of come up, guys. Like maybe you were in a position financially where things weren't going as well. And, you weren't in bad shape, but maybe they just all of a sudden, maybe you've made progress and you're now wealthy or doing well for yourself or well off. And this neighbor has observed this and is like curious about how you're able to do it. But it's kind of like a tinge of jealousy or something else. Like they're trying to stop something or trying to support some belief they have about how you were able to do this. And so they're looking with an intent to see something. That's what I was picking up. It's not just looking to look. Yeah, Spirit says it's toxic. That's in the upright. Drama, arguments, incompatible. This energy is incompatible with yours, primarily because of their intentions. And they're not even being upfront about their intentions and why they're doing what they're doing. They're trying to act like they're being friendly and acting like a neighbor, but they're really not. Time is in reverse. Delay, procrastination, too busy. Yeah, they want you to make time for them, that's for sure. But that is interesting. Delay, procrastination, and too busy is in reverse. So you have more time, or maybe you're home more. I don't know if you work from home or something that you're doing now that has created wealth for you allows you to have more free time. Maybe they're looking at you at home, shuffling your cars around and doing things that you enjoy. And they're like, how do they have time for that? I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, trapped is in the reverse. Stuck, no options, unforgiveness. You have more time. Something changed in your life. You have more time and you're not stuck. You have lots of options. You're moving forward. You're doing well for yourself. It's not just about money and things. You're doing well. You must be, there's an energy you're putting off. Epiphany is in reverse. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. It's in reverse. Yeah, somebody, I'm just generally picking up the energy. Somebody is not happy that you're not trapped and that you have plenty of time and that things are going well for you. This is why this energy is coming through as toxic. Because who thinks like that? Who doesn't want to see somebody succeed? And here, this person clearly is not like someone you deal with. This is someone who you have intentionally blocked energetically or isolated from you. And not to say you were dealing with this person, this energy prior to this. It's just that this is not an energy you would be drawn to. It's like some random energy just meandering over and causing problems, and you don't even know this person. Exhausted, burnt out, burdened, empty, exhausted in the upright. Yeah, somebody is exhausted or tired. Maybe this energy is tired. They didn't spend so much time monitoring you and looking at like what you're doing that they've worn themselves out. They need to go sit down somewhere. This is what it looks like. Let's go to the Green Witches just to get some general messages about this energy. We're going to go to the Green Witch Oracle. And then after that, I think we're going to jump into the yes/no deck and just ask some specific questions. But we're going to go to Green Witch. Wow, Spirit, what can we know about like why this energy is doing all of this? We learned a little bit about collectives, who they are. Collectives, you're a light worker. You're high vibrational, you know, sounds like you travel, or you might, you know, live somewhere that's nice. And, you know, sounds like you might have been someone who's come up, you know, who's had some things work out for you. You're established, you know, you're certainly not in a state, whatever it is, even if you're not wealthy, you know, your needs are more than cared for. You have more time. This energy is nosy about how you were able to do it, or something about your success in your results. That's what they're nosy about. Now I would like to understand, Spirit, and I will take reversals. I would like to understand a little bit more about like why this energy is engaging in this. Let's see if we can get some general messages. And we're just going to take them as general messages as opposed to reading the guidebook, please. Spirit. Messages for the collectives, please. Okay. Wow. We have Carnelian in reverse. Energy, leadership, creativity in reverse. We have Thyme in reverse. Presence of self-awareness. It's in reverse. Yeah, I guess you guys can see where this is going. Walking staff, support, encouragement. This is in the upright. Oh, let me take a look here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just looking at the energy on the table. Okay. So clearly these reverse cards show me exactly what this energy is not. Okay. They're not leaders. They don't tap into their creativity. Their energy, they're lower vibrational energy. Okay. That's what I'm picking up on. Presence of mind, presence of self is in reverse. Self-awareness is in reverse. This is like not a high functioning energy. I don't know if this energy is just being utilized as a monitoring energy because they're already kind of like low vibing and it's easy, you know, kind of to do an Agent Smith on this person. if there's something bigger going on here, or if this energy is just low vibrational and toxic, and seeing others doing well is disturbing to them. But the walking staff is in the upright. Support, encouragement. Definitely, collectives, we know that based on what we pull with the starseed energy, yeah, you all are from groups that are energetically predisposed towards empathy, compassion, assisting with growth, change, doing things new ways, helpers, okay? And some of you are deep feelers, high yoga empaths and deep feelers. So when I look at the walking staff and the upright, the support, encouragement, that really resonates for me with your energy, collectives. But I think at first I was thinking maybe they wanted your support with something, but no, now that I'm looking at it, it's like Spirit is showing me two different, completely different energies. There's this low vibrational energy, these two cards, and then the walking staff upright. That's your energy. You're supportive within yourself in the way that you are, and you're a great support for others. What's so sad, if this energy had just approached you and asked for some support or some kind words to help them, you would have given it. But these low vibrational energies, sometimes when they are in the presence of a higher vibrational energy, that is not their innate response, is to work with the energy or work to understand the energy or how they can apply it in their life or how they could learn from the energy to grow. It creates a fear-based response because the two energies don't resonate, right? They're not on the same frequency. So they actually conflict. And so there's something here about this energy conflicting when it comes to you, collectives. You're a walking staff. Your support and encouragement for yourself and for others. This energy is not, they're not tapped in. They don't feel good about themselves. They're not tapped in. So I don't know. That's interesting. Let me see if anything else pops up here. So we're getting a lot of information about like why this energy does not resonate with yours. That's what we're getting a lot of energy on. But I'm still not understanding like why they're doing this. I'm about to pull some yes, no cards, and then we'll pull a Citadel card to close out. Any information from this deck, Spirit, on like why this energy is doing this though? We understand they're low vibrational. We understand they're not tapped in, tuned in. We understand that they're, they could almost be kind of like a tool for a monitoring energy. But why? I'll take reversals as well. Reversals and upright, please, Spirit. Messages on why this energy is doing what it's doing. Any messages here? We might need to go to the yes, no deck. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. Oh. Let's take the card on the bottom. Yeah, this is pretty much, this is ridiculous. It's the Mint card, but in the reverse. Abundance, persistence, proliferation. Has to do with your abundance. But you have your abundance because you've made, like at the bottom of the deck, moss agate, you've made positive changes. That's why you're having good results. This energy has not engaged in that work because they're completely disconnected. That's the evidence of that. Energetically, they're popping up as someone who has not done the work. And so they don't have the same results you do. Even if, let's say, they're an energy that has, is, what they need or are well off, still, energies like these can still look at someone else who even has less than them and be angry because you're happy and enjoying what you have, and they have more and don't enjoy it because they're a miserable energy, because they're not healed, because they haven't done the work. And eventually, what they have, more than likely, they won't have it for long, or it will just cease to matter to them because they're actually miserable. And that's the saddest thing, to have the blessing to be born into this life, basically with all of your needs and requirements met, and then some. And then to take that beautiful blessing and use it to attack others, or to throw shade, evil eye, and negative energies at others simply because they're happier. Instead of taking that first step you were given, which is having everything you need so you don't have to worry about it, now you have more time to focus on your inner work, growing and evolving as a person. That's what you want to do with that. These energies don't get it, but you've made positive changes. You have more opportunities. You're stable, loyal, and reliable. But you're being encouraged to be patient with this situation. Cup of tea. It's in reverse, and I think it's in reverse because, well, a lot of these were in reverse. But I think we're looking at, because I asked Spirit specifically about the energy of this person. All of these are attributes that you possess that this person can't deal with. Like, it's your happiness. Like we mentioned, your starseed origin, what you're here to do, you know, your happiness and your ways of stepping into change. They don't get it. They just don't understand it. They're impatient about it. You're being encouraged to be patient about it. Yeah, you're constantly sowing seeds, planning, setting intentions, and you have an energy and a spirit of optimism. So you're constantly growing something here. Moon phases is in the reverse. This cycle is coming to an end. I don't know what's going on with this neighbor yet, but this cycle is coming to an end. Yeah, be in reverse. Community, cooperation, sweetness. You might have some people in your community that have also noticed this as well. So if there's anything extra shady going on with this person, like them trying to, I don't know, trying to hinder something or do something that is illegal or something they're not supposed to be doing, you have others who are watching this. This is why the community card came up in the reverse. Like, they're not going to be able to do anything that isn't seen by others. The community is not in alignment with what they're doing, or there's no one who's like helping them. This looks like maybe it might be possibly a one-off, or this energy is being utilized by another energy to monitor, like a monitoring energy or spirit. So that's what we need to find out. I'm about to ask about that specifically. But they definitely are somebody that lives in your community. You're being encouraged to do some energy clearing here with the Broom card. It's in reverse. Something you need to clear out of your energy. I don't know if this energy is trying to attach something or attach an idea or hinder, like the community card in reverse, hinder people's viewpoint about you. Okay? Maybe telling people you're a certain way that you're not, but you are being encouraged to clear out your energy. And this will help with your transformation and movement away from this situation. Beautiful. We're going to go on ahead and jump into the next deck. I just wanted to pull some energy from Green Witch's Tarot. Let's see. Let's put these here. All right, we're going to go to the yes and no, and then we're going to pull from the Citadel to close out. Yes, no, when, and how. Let's see what the deck has to say today. Okay. So first, let's just ask some general questions, guys. So the first question, Spirit, is going to be, is this neighbor still actively engaging in monitoring whomever this message resonates with in the collectives? Are we picking up a strong energy of this neighbor still monitoring? The answers for the collectives, and we'll just take upright. Did something flip? Nope. Okay. Thought I saw something flip. No baroonies. All right. We'll try it this way. That's two. We only want one card, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Yep. So, for most of you, this energy is still monitoring. This one says, knock, knock, good luck is at your door, and it is willing to help you find control over the situation, to clarify the unclear. Stagnation and failure vanish as the proverbial door opens wide for a rich and beautiful life. Yeah. So even though you're getting assistance and support. Luck, your spirit team, however you want to look at that, is helping you with that. And you're also being encouraged, for those of you where this energy has stopped already, that the warm winds of change blows your life around 360 degrees. Favorable events help you to see your situation from a different perspective. It's now where you look that matters. It's not where you look that matters. No, that was right. It's now where you look that matters. But what you see. They probably meant to say it's not. Your new perspective provides you with a flurry of unexpected and unusual experiences. Joy and wonder follow. So for those of you where this energy is still monitoring, you're being informed that this is about to be revealed to you who this person is. Okay? You're going to know for a fact who that is. And any kind of stagnation or anything that was unclear around this scenario is going to be revealed. This may have something to do with why Spirit didn't give too many details. You know, maybe something is getting ready to happen here that's going to help you to move past this energy. And for those of you where this has stopped, you're being encouraged that you've been given that support for these favorable events to take place. And taking note of, it's not where you look that matters, but what you see. So something here about you being mindful about your surroundings or the way you viewed this situation. Something about your sight. Could be about your third eye sight, your intuition. It's very important that you're picking up on something here. Okay, so the next question I want to ask is this energy, is this energy trying to do something harmful? Like, I don't know, block, stop, resist, hinder, keep something from happening, or create physical problems for the collectives in monitoring? Yes or no? Let's see what comes up here, guys. This is 2 cards. We need 1, Spirit. Thank you. Let's be clear. Okay. Wow. Wow, we got double confirmation. That's yes, yes. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's a no. But it looks like we got double confirmation. It says the key to success is provided by a happy coincidence. This inevitability unfolds incidents in a favorable direction for you. So guys, even though this energy might be trying to actually create or cause a problem for you, and that might be why they're trying to ask questions and get information on you. This is why I say don't share information with monitoring spirits. But, or energies that pop up and present like that. But all of this is actually going to work out to your benefit. This is where this is going to backfire once again on this energy. This proves fantastically unpredictable for you, but improves your situations in ways you never dreamed. You know, in some cases, people who are problematic as neighbors or whatever, I experienced that myself. They get themselves, evicted if they live in a community, or maybe they have to move due to legal matters or whatever. So sometimes people like showing up and showing out is literally the key to them being removed in a way that they are not able to stop, block, or hinder. And then the second yes card says, fate lends you a hand by providing you with the most favorable circumstances. These include good luck in your affairs and a chance to improve your situations in the most unexpected way. There will be success, but not without stress. No success worth having ever is. Wow, listen guys, I'm picking up strongly here that a lot of you have been through like stressful situations in regards to this. Maybe this person was damaging things or doing things and you weren't aware of who it was. Maybe you couldn't catch them on camera. Maybe you don't have a camera set up. Maybe you're setting a camera up now to try to see what's going on. This might also be how this energy gets busted and then removed from the space, potentially in a legal way where they're not able to stop it. But whatever the case, you're being encouraged that you're going to have good luck in your affairs. So you're getting assistance and support, and your situation is going to improve, believe it or not, based on what has been happening or what is currently happening. And then also future tense, what could be happening or about to happen. Your situation is actually going to improve. So what this energy was going to use to create problems for you, that energy is going to spin back in their face, and they're actually going to feel the energy that they intended for you. Very interesting. Let's see. Anything else we need to know? This person needs to stop. They're about to have some problems. That's what it looks like. And this is a lousy neighbor. We all need less of that. We need good neighbors, right? Let's see. I don't know if there's any other questions I have here. Yeah, I think we can go to when and how. Is this a woman or a feminine energy? Maybe I better ask that more simply. Is this a female neighbor? Yes or no? Is this a female neighbor? Yes or no? Is this a female neighbor? Yes or no? Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Well, we have double confirmation on no. We have one yes card that popped out. Let me just go on ahead and try that one more time. Just because we had too many cards pop out at once, but looks like it might be a male in their feminine energy. Definitely a very toxic version of their feminine energy. Yeah, once again, no, it's not a woman. This is a male. And now take the energy as it resonates. It could be that, you know, in your particular case, it's not, but looks like for the majority of the energy that's being picked up on in this particular reading, the majority of people here have a male that's involved in this, a male neighbor. The veil of fateful changes often involves the most ordinary of events. See, I told you to keep tabs on that. Somebody that's just walking up out of the blue, very ordinarily asking you questions and asking you about personal information, and you don't really know this energy. Cautious. Be cautious about that. It says they gradually replace the situation in 6 to 9 months with less ordinary components and participants. The contrast pushes you to a higher level where poetry and discipline meet. The balance of the universe depends on it. So something here in 6 to 9 months, they might, you know, it's possible they might amp up. But this is where that previous energy came in. So, because for some of you, this might be a future reading. So, if that's the case, you're being reassured that everything that this energy is doing that is meant to create problems for you is actually going to flip and blow up in their face. Everything that they intended for you to feel and experience is coming back onto them. And that is how universal energies work anyways. So But we know this energy is not tapped in and tuned in, so I'm not shocked that they don't get that. Very rarely they are. People who engage in low vibrational energy work are very rarely truly tapped in and tuned into universal energies. I don't mean understanding how to utilize them enough to create some problems or hindrance for people. They can do that very well, but they don't understand the real root of what they're doing and how that's going to show up in their life if they continue. So let's check out the when and how. When can we see a change in these energies for the collectives who are dealing with this at this time? Because this is crazy. When can we see a change in the energies around this download? Let's try it this way. Spirit, one card, please. All right. Haha, okay. So it looks like 3 to 5 months for some of you. Once again, takes the energy as it resonates. It might be less, it might be more. But for some of you in the energy, I'm picking up 3 to 5 months. That's what's coming through here. You're being encouraged that your incredible patience with this situation and colossal endurance is what will deliver the time you need to see your plans through. Time brings all things to pass. So you're being reminded to remain in a higher vibrational state while this is happening, especially if you're noticing physical things going wrong around your property, your home, or whatever's going on with this. Definitely put a camera up, you know. Call in a report if you notice something has been damaged or whatever. But you're being encouraged to be patient. And your endurance is actually paying off because the situation, the way it's going to play out, is actually going to play out in a way that exposes this energy. So you can see finally like who's doing this and who's associated with it. And who has been associated with it. Because for some of you, you've been dealing with this stupid energy for years. Maybe you've never really known who's doing things to your physical items on your property or whatever off and on over the years. It's about to be exposed. You're also being encouraged that the situation is like wine. The longer the exposure, the more refined the taste. A confident sense of inner freedom and success soothes your taste buds as you enjoy a glass or two here and there for 1 to 4 months. So for some of you, this could be a 1 to 4 month situation. And as this situation kind of ages and matures like wine, this is why I say some of you have been dealing with this for years. That's what I'm hearing, years plural. The longer the exposure you've had to this, the more you've learned how to grow through certain challenges. Also to be able to pick up on certain energies and really refine your intuitive hits when it comes to energies around you that are off or out of alignment. You're able to utilize that specific skill set here. Okay. And it's not just a skill set, it's a gift. So I'm picking up also that it's taking the time that it's taking once again, so that way this energy can be revealed and all of these things that they tried to move in your direction will be moved back in their direction because that energy is going to rapidly sweep back on them. So some of you may not even have that same neighbor anymore. Okay. So let's close out with a citadel. Just to close the energy out today. Wow. What a challenging situation. Definitely love and light to all of you who've been dealing with it. It can, you know, people minimize how, I don't know, like traumatizing it can be to have a very toxic neighbor. This is like a vulnerability situation, especially if you're very energy sensitive, empathic, you know, and that's how you function. That can feel like, you know, an invasion of your space energetically. It can feel very invasive, very hurtful. There can be a lot of frustration over like Why is this happening to me? All I do is care for others or treat others with kindness. Why would somebody go out of their way to treat me this way? It could be different things that cause you to feel like really vulnerable in a situation like this. So let's have a closing message for encouragement for the collectives out of the Citadel deck, please, Spirit. What do we have here that can assist them, or whatever it is that you feel like they need to know for those who resonate with today's energy? And if some of you have never had a horrible neighbor, like one that was like toxic and, you know, just made it very hard to just come home and live where you live, you know, definitely you're very fortunate, because that's a really challenging energy to deal with. Okay. This is 2. I always ask for 1. I get 3. I get 5. I get 2. These are the messages that must need to come out. So we have the Patron, mentorship, and finances. Interesting. And then we have the Thief in reverse, seizing the moment, selfishness. Yeah, you guys are very loving, helpful energies. Okay. And once again, you know, we see finances popping out. You know, sounds like something has improved for you all due to some sort of work you've been doing, practice, or the way that you're practicing your work life, your career, something that has improved, that has opened up something with your finances. And you've done this in an honest way. The Thief in reverse kind of intimates to me that this energy doesn't believe that you're on the up and up. But clearly you are, because you've been doing the work. They could do the work too, but they don't want to. Let's take a look at the Patron. Let's see. Let's see the Patron. Oh, here we go. The Patron says, amongst the chatter and music of the salon, one voice rises above the others. Confident and companionable, the Patron has achieved a certain level of success and prosperity and makes it their business to know everyone around them, particularly those with talent who might just need a little extra support to fulfill their potential. The Patron indicates that a period of mentorship is beginning for you. Either someone is due to enter your life, offering support and advice, or someone is looking to you for guidance. Whether it is you or someone else who is taking on the role of the Patron, focus your energy on this new union, as it will bring a period of stability and empowerment to the both of you. Yeah, what I'm seeing here, it could be some sort of mentorship or situation that you were engaged in that helped you to level up. That might be why to this neighbor or others around you who are looking at you, it looked like you just glowed up, like you blew up real quick, and they're not understanding like how you were able to do this. Not that it's their business, but it could be that you went into a mentorship situation, or like I mentioned before, you changed something about your practices that have affected your finances and you're doing better. Also, you're an energy that sets an example for others. Your patience, your endurance with this situation has definitely been seen, if nothing else, by your spirit team and your guides, because it's been challenging. And this is exactly the kind of energy that this other energy is not in. And then, of course, we have the Thief in reverse. We already know you're not a thief. Everything that you gained off of your efforts and the hard work that you've put into not just the physical work, but the energetic work, the growth and expansion work that has led you to have the results that you're having. So Spirit is just confirming, like, this is what this energy has an issue with, whether they're being kind of manipulated and used by another energy, or whether this is just their issue. Doesn't matter. It's about to come to an end For some of you, like I said, 1 to 4 months, 3 to 6 months for others. Take the energy as it resonates, but definitely you're being encouraged to continue to be patient and enduring, because things need to take place the way they're going to take place so that this energy can be revealed. So the moon energy, the illusion energy, the curtain's about to drop. You're going to be able to see exactly what was happening here. Okay? So sending love, light, and support out to those of you who resonate with today's energy. As I mentioned before, I was hoping that the energies and messages around the holiday could be a little more merry and bright. But life is always lifing, and we do live with many different kinds of energies. And so it's most important that, we discuss how to move through challenging energies, because that is something that is part of life, regardless of what time of year it is or what's happening out here. Okay. So guys, love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me for today's download. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the message today, or if the message resonated with you. I definitely hope that the message was helpful, at least in giving you some supportive areas that you can look at, and maybe some new ways to view this energy that you've been coping with. Okay. So once again, guys, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. And I definitely look forward to being with you in the next reading.